Welcome to the Property Elite podcast. I'll be your host, Jen Lehman, chartered surveyor and co-founder of Property Elite. Stay tuned each week for more on industry hot topics, market updates and new RICS guidance. In this week's podcast, we look at the government's First Home Scheme. It's essential listening for any candidates with planning or purchase and sale as a technical competency, as well as any candidates involved with affordable housing or the wider residential property market. The scheme was launched in England in June 2021 to help first-time buyers purchase their first home by reducing the amount of deposit and mortgage funding required. The scheme sits alongside Help to Buy equity loans, shared ownership properties, and the government's 95% mortgage guarantee scheme. So what is a first home? A first home is a type of discounted market sale housing meeting the following requirements. It must be new build. It must be discounted by a minimum of 30% against market value. It must be sold to a person or persons meeting the first home's eligibility criteria. On first sale, a restriction must be registered on the title register to ensure that the discount to market value and other certain restrictions are transferred at future sale. And after the discount has been applied, the first sale must be at no more than £250,000, increased to £420,000 in Greater London, and subsequent sales are not subject to this cap. So how are first homes considered under planning policy? A first home meets the definition of affordable housing for planning purposes. They are the government's preferred discounted market tenure and should account for at least 25% of all affordable housing units delivered by developers through planning obligations. Developers should enter into a Section 106 agreement relating to the first home's restrictions on use and sale, which are recorded on the title register. So what are the eligibility requirements to purchase a first home? Paragraph 6 of Schedule 6ZA of the Finance Act 2003 defines who is a first-time buyer. This relates to the definition for stamp duty land tax relief purposes. First-time buyers, an individual, couple, or group of purchasers should have a combined annual household income below £80,000 or £90,000 in Greater London, a mortgage or home purchase plan under Islamic law to fund a minimum of 50% of the discounted purchase price. First-time buyers must not have owned a property previously. If purchasing together or in a group, both or all parties must be classed as first-time buyers. And finally, the property must be bought as a main residence and not a buy-to-let investment. So what are the issues facing the scheme? It only relates to new build homes, which typically sell at a premium to second-hand properties in the market. This is known as a new build premium. You can read more in our blog article on the relevant RICS guidance. And also, when a property is sold for the first time, it then must be sold again to a first-time buyer and with the first home discount applied. Thanks for listening to the Property Elite podcast this week. Head to our website to check out our full blog, free and paid support resources and services, free consultation for every single RICSAPC and RICS candidate, and also ask us any questions you have via the website chat blog. See you next week.